You don't need to raise your voice to be heard. And you don't need to look strong to be respected. Because some people, the moment they walk into a room, they don't say a word. Yet, everyone feels their presence. And the truth is that respect doesn't come from what they say. It comes from 7 silent behaviors most people never even notice. 1. The calm pause. There's a kind of quiet power in someone who doesn't rush to speak. When you pause for just 1 second before answering, people feel it. It tells them you're not controlled by impulse. You're led by intention. Psychologically, that tiny pause signals high emotional regulation, the kind people instantly respect, even if they can't explain why. Because most reactions are automatic. Yours is chosen. Imagine someone throws a disrespectful comment your way. Most people snap back or tense up. But you don't. You look at them, you get steady, unshaken, and in that silence, they feel their own words echo back at them. By the time you speak, your voice is calm, measured, almost surgical. And that's when it hits them. They can't control you. Your stillness forces them to adjust, because respect always flows toward the one who stays composed. 2. Soft, steady eye contact. There's a quiet strength in someone who can look at you softly, steadily, without flinching. Not a stare, not dominance, just presence. Steady eye contact sends a deep psychological signal. This person is grounded. This person is sure. People respect what feels centered because most of us are constantly pulled by nerves, insecurity, or emotion. But your gaze stays. Picture a tense conversation. Voices rise. Tension thickens. Yet you keep your eyes on them, gentle, stable, unthreatening. You're not trying to win. You're showing that you're not afraid. And something subtle happens. Their tone lowers. Their energy follows yours. Because the one with the calmer gaze becomes the one who leads the interaction. In a world full of anxious eyes darting away, your steady presence becomes a message. I see you, I'm here, and I'm not shaken. 3. The minimal reaction. Some people test you not with questions, but with provocation. A raised voice, a sharp tone, a subtle jab meant to pull you out of yourself. But the moment you overreact, they win. Because toxic people feed on emotional chaos. Your emotions become their leverage, so you do the opposite. You stay still, your voice stays level. Your expression stays neutral, not cold, just steady. Imagine someone snapping at you in frustration. Most people would match that energy, but not you. You answer at the same calm pace you started with, controlled, unshaken, and suddenly the dynamic shifts. They can't push someone who won't move. They can't control someone who won't react. Minimal reaction doesn't mean weakness. It means mastery. Because respect doesn't come from being the loudest. It comes from being the one who cannot be pulled into someone else's storm. 4. The relaxed posture. There's a quiet power in the way you hold yourself. Not stiff, not tense, just open, as if your body already knows you have nothing to fear. Relaxed posture is not laziness, it's psychological signaling. A steady spine, relaxed shoulders, and hands that aren't clenched tell the world one thing: I am safe, within myself. Picture a tense conversation. Others lean forward, tighten their jaw, cross their arms. But you sit or stand with a calm ease, grounded, balanced, unthreatened. You're not shrinking, but you're not posturing either, you're simply present. And here's the subtle shift. People respect the one who doesn't need to defend or intimidate. Your openness says you're not there to fight. but you're also not afraid of one. This is confidence without force, strength without aggression. Emotional intelligence made visible through the simplest thing, the way you choose to exist in your own body. 5. Speaking less, saying more. Some of the most respected people aren't the loudest. They're the ones who speak with intention. No filler, no over-explaining, just clarity. Because confidence isn't in the volume of your words, it's in the weight of them. When you speak less, people listen more. A short, steady sentence carries more impact than a long, defensive explanation. It shows you're not trying to convince anyone. You're simply stating your truth. Imagine someone questioning your choice. Most people panic and list reasons, hoping for approval, but you take a breath and say calmly, "This is my decision." Nothing extra. Nothing emotional. And in that moment, the power shifts. Not because you're cold, but because you're centered. Minimal words signal mental clarity. Mental clarity commands respect. And the one who doesn't rush to explain is often the one who truly knows their worth. 6. The small, calm smile. A calm smile is not about being cheerful. It's about showing inner steadiness, a quiet signal that your peace is self-generated, not dependent on the chaos around you. When tension rises, most people mirror it. They frown, tighten their jaw, or let irritation show. But a soft, controlled smile tells a different story. I see what's happening, and I'm still centered. Picture a meeting growing heated, voices climb, emotions flare. Someone tries to provoke you. Instead of matching their energy, you simply hold a small, grounded smile. Not mocking, not dismissive, just present. Suddenly, the room shifts. Because a person who can stay calm when others lose control commands silent respect. That smile says you are not threatened, not reactive, and definitely not part of anyone's drama. It's emotional strength, expressed quietly. 7. Walking away, peacefully. Walking away is one of the quietest forms of strength, and one of the rarest. Because most people stay out of fear. Fear of being judged, misunderstood, or seen as weak. But the truth is simple. Nothing is more powerful than choosing where your energy goes. When someone becomes disrespectful, you don't raise your voice, you don't match their tone, you don't try to win. You simply decide, this isn't worth my peace. Imagine someone crossing the line, talking down to you, twisting your words, provoking you. You hold your composure, look them in the eye, and say quietly, "I won't continue this conversation." Then you walk away, steady, calm, untouchable. Silence in that moment hits harder than any comeback. Because walking away is not losing. It's refusing to lose yourself. You don't need to prove anything. People will respect you. The moment you choose to respect yourself,